Hello RHS and welcome back to the Student News.
I'm Brendan.
And I'm Aiden. There will be no school on Friday or next Monday.
Juniors are doing their ACT on the 19th.
If you want to drive to the city center, make sure to get your form to the office.
There are 31 and a half days left of school.
But only 27 and a half for the seniors.
And now it's time for an interview with Dr. Przekwis.
We're here with Dr. Przekwis, and we're going to be asking a few questions on the ACTs and MCAs. So, when will testing for the ACTs and MCAs be taking place?
Yep, so we do on our school website have the testing calendar, but just so you're aware, we start some MCA testing next week. So 7th and 8th grade are taking it Tuesday and Wednesday for reading next week. And after that, the ACTs are going to be at the Roseau Civic Center, or City Center, whatever you want to call it, on April 19th. Kids who do not have transportation provided, they can ride a school bus from the school over to the site for that testing day. Otherwise, for the high school students, primarily they will be testing in the high school gym along the edges of the gym floor.
Is there any advice that you have for people taking the ACTs and MCAs?
Really don't sweat the small stuff. You can always, especially for ACTs, you can always retake it. So if you're not feeling as prepared, just know that you can take it again. So if you don't like your score the first time, not a big deal. MCAs, again, you know what you know. Practice, do the best you can with any practicing that your teachers are providing for you. Otherwise, really just go in that day doing the best you can.
Okay, and how can doing well with these tests help students in the future?
It helps both the students to kind of see what they've learned and where they're going to go for their next steps, but also it really helps our teachers know how the instruction's working, if we're using a curriculum that we might need to change or add to or adjust, or if what we're doing is working really well. And then it also helps overall, like funding for schools as well as state core standards, and helping determine what do our kids need to know, especially for becoming ready for college or even just becoming an adult and going into the real world.
Okay, is there any materials that students should bring?
For the most part, I can tell you what you shouldn't bring. Don't bring any cell phones or electronic wearable technology, so like smartwatches or anything, because otherwise we do have to have you take them off, return them to a locker, or we have to take them and I think the plan will be to put them in the high school office or a principal's office. So those are the things not to bring. Really, you can bring, just your preparedness, maybe some water. It might help to have something to do if most kids are still not done, because for the most part you'll be testing periods 1 and 2, but if some students need longer, we have it through the 3rd hour as well. But most kids will stay there for the full 1st and 2nd hour, so you might want to have something to do if you get done early.
Okay, thank you for your time.
Yes, thank you.
And now we're off to Taylor with the sports for this week.
Okay, this week for sports, Monday there is nothing. Tuesday, boys and girls track is in EGF, and baseball is also in EGF. Wednesday there is nothing. Thursday, boys golf is at Brainerd. Girls golf is at BGMR. Girls and boys track is at EGF. Baseball is at World, and softball is at home. Friday, boys golf is to be announced at a later time. Girls golf is at Fergus Falls, and baseball is at home. Saturday, softball is at Park Rapids, and the girls golf is at Fergus Falls. And Sunday there's nothing.
Oh, look at that. I guess it's time for the egg races with Trina and Maddie.
Now it's time to do egg races.
scholarship winner?
Go.